So today I am making some chicken soup for my family. My daughter has what I think to be a cold. I'm not gonna say the other F word. So I'm gonna make some chicken soup for her and my family, period. We're gonna just use some chicken legs to do this. The one thing that I could not find when I went to Walmart and I didn't have time to go to the Caribbean store either was I needed some pumpkin and I also needed what we call chocho. In like Spanish culture, they call it chayote, but this soup gonna work regardless. We're gonna use what we have. You can use whatever you want to use in soup to make it work. It's not really a right and wrong thing. You put what you want in your soup. So I'm gonna put some chicken, some corn, some carrots, potato, and some dumpling. And we're just gonna make a quick pot of soup. Soup don't take long, but people like to try to make it take like super long, but we're not gonna do that. And then of course the star of this dish is always gonna be our moon spice. So I just washed my legs. I'm not actually gonna take the skin off the legs today. I like the skin on my legs when it comes on to making soup. So some of the legs I'm gonna leave whole, some of them I'm gonna chop up, and we're gonna go ahead and put this in the pot, right? So that knife not over. That not over. So I already have my pot boiling on the stove. Getting nice and hot. I'm gonna be using this really big Dutch pot that you see here. So I'm using the extra large Dutch pot today. I'm gonna go ahead and put in some pimento seed. Super important at the beginning. So I'm putting some pimento seed. I'm gonna also put in a Maggi cube, which I can never seem to open these. So I'm just gonna put in a Maggi cube. Yeah. And then some salt. And some black pepper. Not much. But really all I'm doing is just adding a little flavor to my water. And then I'm just gonna chop up my chicken and put that in there all at the same time. I wish I could find my big pot. So we're gonna put the chicken, the corn, and the carrots in there now. Really the bulk of the work is making sure that the chicken is cooked, and then the carrots then of course are nice and tender. And then our whole legs, I'm just gonna kind of cut around them. And then once I'm done with this part, I'll show you guys the seasonings that we're gonna use. Now, had I had some pumpkin, that would have also gone in right now, and the chocho would have gone in right now, but like I said, this was kind of an impromptu pot of soup, so I didn't really get a chance to get a lot of that today, and Walmart didn't have any pumpkin, so I would have had to buy like a squash, which pumpkin is a squash, but I didn't buy any. So I'm gonna put my chicken in there. It's chicken soup, so you want to put chicken. And then I'm gonna use this same pan here when it's time to make my dumpling. And then I have, let's talk about what we have. So we have scallion, we have thyme, I have some corn, carrots, Irish potato. For seasonings, we have allspice or pimento seed, which I'm just gonna use all of this anyway. There's not even that much left in here. And then we have pumpkin and cock soup. And then last but not least, moon spice. I still use these, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of moon spice, but you can season it however you choose. That is your choice. So let's do some carrots, because the carrots is what is going to give our soup some color. Technically, we need pumpkin to give the soup some color as well, but carrot will suffice. It don't have to have too much color. It don't have to have a ton of color. Let me get my little carrot peeler thing. So the carrot that I'm gonna put in at the beginning, I'm gonna make it nice and small. And then the carrot that we put in towards the midway are gonna be slightly larger, mainly because I want the carrots to cook down and get the color. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do a small yet rough chop on our carrots.
Christian come knocking on the door anything.
Okay. And then these ones I'm gonna leave slightly large. So I'm gonna cut these on the bias. All right, so these are gonna go in our pan as well. Wait, let's see. And then let's do some corn. I made chicken soup yesterday. Hey, Grace. Hey, Tanetta. Hey, come back. All right, so we got our corn in there. We have our chicken in there. We have our carrots in there, pimento seeds, salt, pepper, a Maggi cube, and then we're gonna go ahead and knead our flour, which you can kind of wait for a little bit. That's why I said I'm gonna also do a Q&A with you guys, because I know the soup has to actually boil for a little while. So in the midst of that, we can do a Q&A. I'm just gonna wash up these little bit of dishes that's here first. While I'm sitting here waiting anyway. Somebody is selling Crystal's products too. Hmm? Who's selling my products? I don't know who that is. what are you guys doing today? Tomorrow is Veterans Day, so some of you are off tomorrow. Sleep. Christian, your dad said to let him know when you finish. So go knock and tell him. Listen, I'm using mine. Go tell your dad you're ready. Okay. So we're gonna get our we're gonna get our seasonings ready. I'm sorry. All right, so we got our potato. I'm not gonna peel my potato yet, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna use this pan for our dumpling, which I'll show you guys how to do that in just a second. This is just corn husk and trash. Of course, if you have a Scotch bonnet, you can use that as well. The Scotch bonnet will go in at the end for flavor. A little bit of butter at the end. The thyme and the scallion will also go at the end. You can put thyme in there now if you want. Sometimes it's okay to put a little bit of thyme in at the beginning. Hi, why is your hair wet?
I have to wash all the stuff out.
No, ma'am. You have a cold. Why would you wash your hair? Go and blow dry your hair. Oh, children think they know everything. Why? All right, you guys. So here is our pot boiling with our carrots and our chicken. It's really nothing right now. It's just a pot boiling. And I'm actually gonna, you know what I think about it? I'm gonna let this kind of boil, let these carrots kind of boil, but I wish I really had some pumpkin. But you cannot do anything about that. So the soup don't really have any color right now. That's normal. It's not supposed to. You know when they don't listen. Lord. So I'm not gonna finesse this pot of soup all day. Some people boil soup all day like that, make the soup taste any better. The soup are soup. As long as you have your seasons and your chicken and all that, it's gonna all taste good. I look tired, I am. And I have to work tomorrow. Ain't time for her to get a store and we're in Georgia. Yeah, because it always travels up the state, so that's really true. I was trying to purchase some hair repair and scalp balm, but it's saying sold out. So the hair balm will be sold out until Elite Friday. Because right now we're focused on getting all of the orders out, the backlog orders, so that come Elite Friday, we are not still working on orders that don't even equate to Elite Friday. Plus, we're gonna change the shipping time to 7 to 14 days starting tomorrow. But boy, you guys are brutal. All right, so let's go sit over here and chat away while this baby bubbles for a little while. Did I do my DIY? I did. It's not hung yet. So I didn't hang it yet. So it's going to go here. I'll show you guys. So I worked on the mantle already. Let me back up. Here's the mantle so far. So I worked on the mantle already. The protein treatment is called Repair RX. So the mantle is somewhat worked on. And that's what my DIY is going to, which this is what is gonna go up there, which is what I was working on today. So this is gonna go, it's 4 by 4. That's how wide it is. So this is gonna go on that wall up there after I clean the glass, but I'm letting it dry first. It has to thoroughly dry for me to be able to put it up there. And then I'm gonna kind of figure out how to hang it up there. Yeah, so you guys see I'm still matching my colors. These are picture frames from the Dollar Tree. These 3 came from Walmart for $6. This background that you see here, these are wallpaper pieces from Dollar Tree. I use hot glue and power grab. And then, so let's see here, how much was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 plus 19 plus 8, it's 27, plus the glue, let's just say $30, and then 3 mirrors, $6 each, so $48. So this 4 by 4 piece, so 4 foot by 4 foot piece, is gonna go all the way up there, and it's gonna take up 4 feet of wall all the way up. And then once you hang it, you'll see exactly what I mean. So I'm going to get the drill bit, I guess, because I can't find the stone drill bit that I had, so I'm gonna get a drill bit for that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Dad. So it's just a piece of art. Like I just said, I just wanted to do something that was, it cost me $50 to make it. Of course, it took me time, but it cost me $50. And then there's some other things that I'm gonna be working on anyway. While I'm sitting here and my soup is bubbling, we can be working on this anyway. So we're gonna just go on over here and do that too. I like DIY, so if you're not into DIY stuff, then you wouldn't understand. But I love DIY, like love, love, love DIY. I like being creative. What do you want? Hmm? Oh, I'm feeling a little headache now.
No, it's the same.
You headache? Gosh. You need to go cover your chest. Go and put on something over your chest. And put some socks on your foot. Wanna just go on, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know? You can beat the cold. The cold can't beat you. You just carry on. storm didn't damage anything. We had a thunderstorm with breeze. So had I bought a piece like that in like Ross or something, it would cost me a pretty penny. So I should be calling Aaron got it money. I get that a lot. So these are gonna go on this. If you guys don't know yet, I'm just a DIY cracker. Like I just like to do things. I think it's fun. It's fun to me. I don't know how long this one's gonna take me now. It's gonna take me a little while. If I had glitter, I could Mod Podge this. I don't have any glitter though. I feel like I've used it. I used it on some DIY that I did. What DIY did I do? These go better with glitter. Hold on. I just thought about it. I don't know if I want to do those balls. I don't know if I want to be here all night doing those balls. We want.
You said you were getting something.
Give you some what?
I don't know.
What I said I was going to give you?
Oh, wait. The bed.
Before bed. You can go watch TV or something. Come out of the bed. Get up and go watch some TV or drink some tea. Want some tea? Want some honey and lemon?
No.
Why you said no like that?
Like it.
Was your hair dry?
Yes, ma'am.
You have socks on your foot?
Yes, ma'am.
Go. Go get your blanket and watch a little TV and relax yourself. Daddy, I'm cooking chicken soup. Well, I was going to do a Christmas tree, but I think I have enough gold. So I actually have this brown brick paper that I'm instead to give this a different look. So I'm gonna, because remember I have those pine cones, so this is gonna just give it a good contrast. No, I'm gonna buy the bit tomorrow, Charlotte. That's why I'm not putting it up today. So what I'm gonna do is just measure this out to see how tall this is. So this paper I got on Amazon. It's gonna go with the pine cone look. You have to be the one who go home. Hey. Yeah, it is going around because she said a lot of the kids at her school are sick too. Right, Adriana? She said a lot of the kids at her school are sick. this is why you guys see this foam floorboard here. So I can make sure that I don't cut the counter with this exact formula. And then I can keep my cut nice and easy. trust you guys have didn't mean to exclude you. It's the mystery of the ages. I know y'all are sitting there like, okay. The tracking number from a package from Crystal, but saying the post office is tracking number. So if you got a tracking number for your planner, I created some tracking numbers on Wednesday, and then we had to void them. So you're gonna get another tracking number. Because we didn't actually put tracking on those. We sent them the wrong way. So you probably would have seen that it says like it was canceled or something. That's because we canceled those tracking numbers. So you're gonna get a new one. See, nice and smooth. It doesn't even look like it has a line at all in it, except for where it closed. So this is gonna blend with the pine cone look. I just like doing stuff like this. It's so therapeutic. Let me check out my little pot here. I can go make dumpling. All right, we're gonna make some dumpling now. Coming on time for rump with local food. All right, let's talk about making dumpling. So I'm not making fried dumpling, I'm making boiled dumpling. So we're gonna use some flour. Nice as well. I ain't making a lot of flour. Just a little. And we're gonna put some salt. And then we need some cold water. Me personally, I don't like flour in my nails, so I'm gonna put on a glove. it. Yes, I'm making dumpling. This is plain flour. No self-rising is if I was gonna fry it. This is plain flour. Definitely plain flour. All right, so that's our dumpling. I'm gonna go ahead and do the potato. The potato actually takes longer to cook than the dumpling do. But I'm not gonna leave the potato big. I'm gonna cut them in half. So with boiled dumpling, you don't have to let it rest like fried dumpling. Fried dumpling, you wanna let it rest so that it can rise. Boiled dumpling, it doesn't even matter. It's all-purpose flour. You want me to pass it through the screen? And Johnny, your head still hurting? It didn't kind of subside a little bit? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna turn you guys this way so you can see it bubbling. The soup don't have any color. It shall, but right now it doesn't. I'm gonna put one more potato in there. So this is all of the food. We call it food. So food is dumpling, yam, potato, banana, dasheen, um, white yam, yellow yam, no sweet potato, pumpkin, chocha. There's so many different things you can use. Even well, I will say sweet potato, which is also known as boniato, but we don't have any. I forgot. So we're just gonna use Irish potato for this. Just I make the thing work. And then I'm supposed to be using a soup pot, but I didn't. I used my Dutch pot. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and boil some water. Because pretty soon I'm gonna have to add more water, but I don't wanna add cold water to it. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of my moon spice now. So we're gonna add some moon spice to it now. This is not to 100% season it, but you're building your flavor, right? So we got our chicken, We have our food. I'm using a fork, so I'm gonna put about, I'd say like 2 tablespoons in there. I put my moon spice in from early because I know at this point I'm not going to be reducing the water anymore or allowing the water to reduce anymore. Now I'm gonna put my food in there, so I want everybody to start building their flavors. And then at the end, I will add my cock soup, my pumpkin soup, which I can add the pumpkin now. I'm gonna add the pumpkin now. But the cock soup, you see how the moon spice gave it color? Okay, good. So there's our little potatoes and all of that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my dumpling. Dumpling. We don't like no big old sour dumpling in ours. I like mine's nice and neat, nice and liquid. So this is what I like my dumplings to be nice and petite. You say if it's too big, you get constipation. Not really. Some people like them big old fluffy dumpling. They put them in there. Big old sour dumpling. And a little baby one. I don't think Crystal read what you said about the elite hair. I'll read it in a second. Let me see what Grace said. Yes, Crystal, the moon spice. Wow, my folks are asking me to make soup again tomorrow. Exactly. Crystal, I discovered something new. Crystal, save the potato skins, wash them 3 times and dry them, then fry them between potato chips. Oh, really? All right. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, you can add whatever you want to add to your soup. You can add. There's no right or wrong way. You see people out. Never mind. People are down kind of weird. So okay, so when you see the chicken start looking like this, you guys, you see when your chicken starts to fall apart like this, that's when you know it's time to add your flour, the potato, because these don't take long. The potato takes the longest. But this is now the time to add your potato and stuff because now your chicken is starting to fall apart and you don't want the chicken to just disappear in the pot. Yeah. So I'm not going to stir too hard because I don't want my dumpling them to die. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and add my pumpkin soup mix for my color. I don't really add too much of this anymore. Look at the hot soup. If I didn't have any pumpkin, I'm just going to use the pumpkin mix. Sorry guys if you hear me scraping the pot. Let that one boil. I know the moon spice didn't make it salty, so I'm not worried about the salt. And then I'm gonna add a cap full of my Scotch bonnet sauce. It's not even gonna make the food spicy. It's just gonna give it flavor more than anything else. So the reason why you guys don't see me doing this is because I don't want to like mash everything out. I'm just trying to push everything around. I'll put more time in there in a second. I can't wait for the next shipment of the spice. That looks good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. So the last thing to go in there is cock soup, scallion, and more thyme. The cock soup is more gonna be the one that, if we do put the cock soup in there, it's gonna be just to add a little more seasoning, but I don't even think I'm gonna need that. So I'm adding my water from now. I just put hot water in there. That's another reason why I add the pumpkin and stuff from now, the moon spice, all that from now, so that it can start to build the flavor here. So when I do add the cock soup, that's when I know I'm officially done. Okay, so I just added the last of the water that's gonna be added to this. I'm gonna let this do its thing, simmer, 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 carry on. And then we will put the scallion, the butter. Butter is gonna give it some backing, and then the cock soup. You know, say I have no taste. I just want to check. Oh yeah, it's good. Once I add the cock soup and a little bit of salt at the end, when we're done. So we're gonna let the dumpling cook. We're gonna let the potato cook. I'm just gonna kind of cover it like that so it don't boil over. And then we'll come back and we'll add these. Let's go finish up our project. In the meantime, that's my big duchy. That's the big one. They have bigger ones than that, but for home, that's the big one. Hi, Daddy. Oh, you don't put thyme and potato in yours? I've seen people add bok choy to this too. Daddy, so what you say? My soup going on? My soup going on good? Talk to me. Y'all know my dad is the chef here. All right, so we're gonna add this now. Hold on for me, guys. Soup almost ready. Just working on another DIY. Usually doing 5 things at once. Well, I'm just taking up the time because what can you do while soup is cooking? Like nothing. You can't do nothing. You really just sitting here and watch the pot. A time to look up pot take yam yam. I'm hungry. So rather than me just sitting here looking crazy, I'm just going to work on the thing. What you say? You can just sit there. I mean, y'all know that I've been working on my Christmas stuff, so I don't want to just sit here. I've been working on my Christmas stuff. Just, can I be great? Let me be great. CD, you just won't let me be great. Just let me be great. Let me enjoy my little momentum that I have here for Christmas decor. I got a little momentum going on. I'm stepping up out of this year. After this year. So don't you fight it. Don't you fight it. I am multitasking, so you're right. Tanetta, I'm wondering if I can use the Moist Repair Deep Moisturizer Leave-In Spray on my fine textured hair. It might be too heavy. Moist Repair is sometimes can be too heavy for fine textured hair. I know because I'll use it here and there. And I feel like my hair comes out way more heavy than normal. So you gotta use that sparingly. Where want way?
On one of my games called Rocket League now, it says something about verify something.
Verify what?
It says verify about some account something, and I don't know why.
Was it telling you to verify your PlayStation account?
No, I think someone else.
Christian, did you read the go read the thing and tell me what it says? It just said verify so. What did it say? Do I pull the leaves from the time? Honestly, no. We don't have no time. Cause I feel like the actual twig has flavor too.
It's a URL link and it says verify, or I need another games account for it mine, but when I had that game mine before, it didn't ask me anything for that. It just let me get on.
See if it lets you go past it.
Yeah.
See if it lets you like exit out. Okay, son, pick a next game. Me not do that right now. Pick a next game. He got a billion games, and it just so happened that this is the one. You don't leave me alone, boy. I seen something my dad was saying. Hi, Sheila. The shine conditioner? No, we won't have that. Oh, it's sold out now. B7 Beyond pre-release is sold out. How Whimsy raised a well-rounded young lady. Thank you. 100. I have my Uncle Shoe Shine and him want some. Oh, William, Trina, is that the same as my Schwartz? I think that is the same. Elite hair care products are the only products I use on my hair. Plus, I take hair, skin, and nail vitamins daily every day. Sharon, you can ask your question. It just, I was like doing more than one thing at a time. So here's my two combs that are gonna blend with my gold and blue, just like the pine cones. Yes, they flew off the shelves, Pat. Hold on, y'all. What are you doing? Let me just put these away. Not sure for grasshopper. I just have a friend that lived in Jamaica for years. They told me about it. She operates like she raised in my land. I was born in Jamaica. I'm different in culture. Welcome, Jamie, to Elite Silver. Thank you, Grace. You're awesome. Thank you, girl. All right, let's go check on the soup. Let's check on the soup. Let's check on the soup. Bubble money. Stop moving. Yeah. Have you guys seen the Scotch bonnet peppers that was on the floor? The freezer? Oh. Soup almost ready, okay? Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our Scotch bonnet. Make sure to not let it burst. It's frozen, so it's gonna wilt because it is frozen. Let me see these potatoes. The potatoes will tell me when to do something. Not yet. I'm gonna hold off on this because this might end up bursting. I'm afraid I did. Once I see the potatoes ready, or somewhat ready, then I'll put in my katsu, thyme, Scotch bonnet, butter, all that. Daddy said he think it's ready. The potato's not ready yet. I'll give it a few. My hair response and wake up when Crystal's products. Thank you. I don't have a debit card. I have a credit card. Is there another way to get your product? You can use a debit card, Thelma. Sharon, Dutch pots are good pots. Like they last a long. My mom still has a Dutch pot that she's had since I was a child. Like a long time, since the 90s. She still has that Dutch pot. Whereas when I buy all these like fancy pots like Rachel Ray and Emerald Lagasse pots, they do not outlive a Dutch pot. Nothing has proven to be as good as a Dutch pot. Nothing. Nothing at all. Like I will honestly say, invest in a Dutch pot. So if you go to the first link in my bio or in the description box of this video, you'll see my Amazon store where I have Dutch pots in there. Let me see. So I'm gonna show you guys in the Amazon store what I'm talking about. So if you guys follow me on your screen, I'm gonna show you guys my screen. All right, so there's my screen right now where it says cook with me. Okay, if you come out of here and you hit where it says right here, it says more, it's gonna bring you to my description box. Right here, this first link, if you click that first link, it takes you to my link tree. When you get to the link tree, if the internet wants to be graceful today, you'll see it says Crystal's Amazon store for tools, other hair products, kitchen, etc. You click that and it'll bring you to my Amazon store. Sorry guys, I have flour all on my hands, but you get it. And in here, I have everything broken down. So in my kitchen finds, I have all the organizers that I have. If you see right here, Imusa USA Traditional Colombian Natural Calder Dutch Pots. It is actually a 3-piece set. Okay, so they're called Dutch ovens. You get all 3 pieces, small, medium, and somewhat large, right? And then when you look here, 1.5 quarts, 3.5 quarts, 7 quarts, you get all 3 of these for $44.99. Like, come on, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. These pots last forever. They're nice and heavy. You can fry in them, you can boil in them. They are heavy enough that you can do all of that. I use my Dutch pots to fry, boil, whatever. And yes, time to unwind. The more you use them, the better they get. And also, they are able to go in the oven. So that's another thing. They can go in the oven. So they're telling you basically to season it in the oven at 300 degrees for 30 minutes. I don't season mine. Seasoning mine is cooking with them. That's the easiest way to get seasoning. So that's my take on it. And then I have other little gadgets in here. The stainless steel pans that you guys see me using for like preparation, that kind of stuff. My counter electric grill, I use that. This is my kettle that I use. This one actually comes with plastic tops that you can put them in the fridge. The can organizer, the shelf organizer. My cabinet is highly organized. My pantry is very organized. This is the little caddy that you guys see me using at the sink. These are in the refrigerator and also in the closet. Like, I am real picky now. Like, I vowed that I was gonna be super organized in like the kitchen, and I've kept it that way. I've definitely kept it nice and organized in here. You can't beat that price. If you go into the store right now, one Dutch pot will cost you $40. One Dutch pot can cost you easily $40. Dutch pots are bomb. It's like a cast iron skillet that doesn't rust. You can wash Dutch pots. You can put them in your dishwasher. You can do whatever you want with them. It's not like cast iron. You gotta be gentle. So you gotta be gentle with what? That pot won't outlive you. It outlives you. Like, that's how good Dutch pots are. I want to say they're galvanized steel, maybe. I think it's galvanized steel. I'm just giving a potato a chance to cook a little more. I love Dutch pots. If anything, I use Dutch pots more to cook dinner than I do any of the other pots. I have Rachel Ray pots. I have Emerald Lagasse pots. I have pots that I saw on the infomercial that says you can pay $9.99 a month for the next 7 years. I have those pots. I have the pots that they say, okay, if you order this set for $99, we'll give you another set of the same size for $99 less. You'll get another set for free. I have all of that, and they still don't equate to a Dutch pot. All right, let me get the butter. You don't need a ton of butter. I'm just going to use this little bit of butter. In Jamaica, the whole set probably costs 25 US. Exactly. And for Dutch pots to be so good and cost so little, it's worth it. All right, so the pots are gone. I'm going to go ahead and add in my last things, which is my Scotch bonnet, a little bit of butter. I'm not adding in a ton of butter. That's good. I don't need a ton of butter. I'm going to go ahead and clean up these real quick, which is the scallion. So all I'm gonna do to the scallion is I'm just gonna beat it. So that's all you're gonna see me do is beat the scallion. Turn on the stove a little bit. And add in our hot soup. You guys notice how the consistency of the soup has changed just that fast? Here's our dumplings. The butter just gives it some backing. So I turned it down to medium. Super guan. Yeah. Let me see something. Tell me if I need to add anything. Oh Lord. Well, I want to look salt. Just little salt. That's good. Which isn't much, literally, that much salt. Give it like 5 minutes and then we're ready for now. I am ready to eat. Hungry. You guys ready to eat? Adriana? Where is Adriana? Adriana? How'd you make? Go ahead. All right, you guys. So our soup. Thank you, Daddy. Once my dad give me a stamp of approval, that means a lot. That means a lot. That's pretty good. Hello. I'm gonna share your food in just a moment, okay?
Okay.
Dutch pots are not like other pots that start out good and become good for nothing because they begin to stick. They get better and better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Latoya, if you're on an iPhone or any Apple product, you won't be able to see it. If you have an Android, then it will pop up. If not, you have to use a laptop. All right, you guys. I am going to go and take me a quick bath so that I can eat. Do you think using a hair steamer cap is healthy for the hair? It doesn't have it's not going to do any bad. It'll probably do good, more good than bad. But I'm gonna go and take a bath. I appreciate you guys joining me for Cook With Me. I'm gonna give you guys a last look of our pot. So our soup is basically done because you can see it's nice and a thicker consistency. We're not making a stew, we're making soup. So this consistency is good. Yeah, and then our scallion, all of that is gonna just kind of cook out, give it a little flavor. We have our scotch bonnet there that I'm being very delicate with. Thyme, pimento seed. So that shows you guys, like, yeah, we didn't have any pumpkin, we didn't have any chocho, we didn't have any dasheen, we didn't have any yam. but you can still make soup and still make it hearty and look good. So once I share it out, I will put a story up on my YouTube so you guys can see. And I think that's kind of it. So you guys don't forget, tomorrow's the Veterans Day sale. It's 40% off everything. No code is needed. And then, of course, Elite Friday is next Friday. So get prepared. I will see everybody later. And then, oh, for those of you that were not a part of last night's DIY, I will show you guys the finished product of the dining table, and then we are all done. So I went and got some placemats today. So we'll show you the end. So this is the end of our dining table. I still have not found the blue napkins. Once I get the blue napkins, it's definitely going to be finished. But this is the dining table DIY from last night. It is all done. Yeah. So I hope everybody likes it. And then, of course, my other little DIY project that I did, I used the charger. I put it on a charger just to give it some more color. Look at that. So all of our colors, everything's going and going. And then the mantle, and then my other little DIY project that I did to go up on the mantle. And by Monday, all of here will be cleared out and all decorated. But I hope you guys enjoy your evening. I will see everybody later, and thank you guys for joining. Peace.